It is 105.9 The Mount Nashville's Classic Rock. You are listening to the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Jeff, do you like hair?
Well, look, I'm not somebody that dislikes hair. I don't look for a reason to dislike hair.
Do you like hair enough to love it?
I mean, it's not like I'm a hair lover.
Okay,
it's not like I go hair me.
Hair you?
I don't think about it all the time. Sometimes I go, all right, let me go for the manly look. Other times, let me be slick as a seal. It's not like it's not like something that I think about constantly. No, hair is not always on my mind, if that's where you're headed.
So I'm looking out at Patton Avenue. There's a ton of people on the road. So I want you to think, if this happens to you,
what do you do?
Your wife,
right,
or your daughter, what would you do?
A teen is stunned after a shopping trip is interrupted by an assault.
Police say the suspect licked her. Fox 5's Kevin Stewart is live in Douglas County at Arbor Place Mall. Kevin, this is disturbing.
Allegedly licked and sucked this young woman's hair. It happened here at Arbor Place Mall around this time of day, after 3 p.m.
That's weird. I don't know. I don't know of anybody that licks hair.
But that is exactly what Douglasville police allege this man did. 35-year-old Devon Davis at Arbor Place Mall Tuesday afternoon.
That person shouldn't be around other people.
Douglas County's Arbor Place Mall is one of the larger shopping destinations in West Georgia, attracting people regionally, including the Shower family from Alabama.
But I can tell you, I would keep my distance from him and keep my wife and kids away from him for sure.
Police tell us Davis walked up to an 18-year-old woman, a stranger, touched her shoulder and began licking and sucking her hair.
I think that's gross. And I think I would have responded in a way that I probably would have been in jail today.
The suspect is charged with simple assault and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. All right, now bond was set at $2,000. He's already bonded out. One of the conditions of the bond, he has to stay away from the Arbor Place Mall. Going live in Douglas.
Okay. Here, let's
$2,000. Okay. That's it.
So that's $200. So he bonds out on $200. Now here's the bigger issue. Okay, one of the conditions is that he can't go to the mall. Okay, so it's the only place there's hair, Jeff.
Yeah.
That's not the only place there's hair, and if you love hair to the extent that you're going up to strangers and eating it, just
sucking
putting
it, sucking it and licking it.
Well, see, here's the thing: you go up, you sniff, you put it in your mouth, you munch. You munge,
right,
you give it a lick, you eat it. What's to stop you? I mean, you have to be confined. You can't go to Olive Garden. You can't go to the Cookout. You can't go to Blossoming and get yourself. You know what I mean? You can't do any of those things.
Licking hair at Blossoming.
Licking hair at Blossoming. What are you doing?
When you're a hair licker and sucker,
go to Vapor World, try to get some vape. You can't do that.
You know where the best hair is, okay? It just is what it is. So you had. This is not a first time hair licker.
This isn't a first lick.
Right. You know where the best hair is. So So when you go to do it, you know exactly where it's at. So this mall, this location, maybe you get dressed up, you go to the mall. Some people still do that. Want to look good for the mall. Other place. He's not going to Walmart. He's not going to Wally World to lick hair. So he knows the spots. Trust me. He has a layout. All right.
Arbor Place has 3 salons.
Okay.
Inside of said mall.
That's it. That's the reason.
Okay. Now here's the thing. So would not a better condition be to maybe stay away from any places where people would have copious amounts of hair? Like I'm thinking, like Sports Clips, probably not his spot. Or what if he hung out at a barbershop, waited for them to throw out the hair, and then he had maybe a little taste of hair?
It sounds like ladies' hair that he enjoys. Okay, so just from this story, so I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants any parts of my Just for Men do. Okay, I got to tell you, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want it.
They spoke to shopper Dan Shower.
Danny got licked?
Danny Shower got licked.
Oh, Dan.
Dan Shower says, I don't know anyone that licks hair, but it was bizarre.
Yeah.
Dan Shower.
Man. This guy doesn't care, does he? All right.
He's just getting all silly,
Oh,
willy-nilly with that hair.
Oh, Dan the man.
Dan the man
Got hair
shower.
licked. That's a tough one for a dude to deal with. Sorry, Dan.
Hey, it's the radio. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yes, you. Wouldn't it suck if you had to pay for me? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. All this great music and the laughs, or tears, depending on where you land, on the Rizzo and Jeff Show, we'll never charge you to listen. We pay for enough stuff. We just want you to laugh and keep rocking. The Rizzo and Jeff Show.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show, and Wendy wants to call, I hope, about licking hair, Jeff.
Yeah,
not
well,
sure.
let's find out. Wendy's a treat.
Wendy, good morning. How are you?
Wendy's doing all right, drinking a beer.
Well, that's good, Wendy.
Breakfast of champions.
That's it, beer of the breath. So what's going on here? What do you think about hair licking, or are you just chatting?
Oh, well, I like bald-headed men.
You like bald men?
Bald man. All right. Now,
Bald-headed men, yeah.
yeah, what do we got there? Natty Ice?
What?
You got a natural ice? Is that what you're waking up with this morning?
I got bush eyes.
Bush!
Oh, Bush. That's a good one.
Went Bush today, huh?
That's a good one. Yeah, that's good. So, and yeah. Did you you think maybe like if we come over before the show, is that kind of the game, the goal there?
Oh, yeah. Can you come over when you get off work?
You know what? you know what? I'll be honest with you. I think. How far of a drive are you from downtown, Wendy?
Are you in Asheville by any chance?
We're in Asheville. Yeah, we're in Asheville.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right on Patton Avenue.
good old Patton.
You're about 45 minutes away from me.
Okay.
Wow.
Guilty.
Wow,
That's not bad.
That's not bad. See that?
Yeah. We could ride our bikes over.
Yeah, right.
We could. We could. Well, so I thought you just weren't calling about licking hair. You just kind of wanted to have a little chatty do.
Yeah, just chat.
Just a chat. Listen, I love just a chat.
Yeah, listen,
we
we
like a chat.
We want you to call back during the show. You know, we're on till 10 o'clock, so feel free at any time the rest of the morning to give us a ringy ding back and give us a call, okay?
Sure.
All right, well,
Wendy.
you have a great one. All right, Wendy, we appreciate. All right, take
bye.
it easy. All right,
All right.
well, there's Wendy.
All right, nothing like a nice,
Nothing like
bright and early bushy.
A 526 bushy. All right, here's some cream. It's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. The Rizzo and Jeff Show. Jeff, we were just talking to Johnny about if somebody were to maybe, mistakenly start ripping apart his roof and, putting it back on, if he would, let them know that they were doing the wrong house. Johnny's response was, hey, let me offer. I think he said I'll offer them a cold drink.
Yeah,
is that what he said?
Rizzo, you're talking about $15,000 probably around that to do a roof these days. So if they start to see, I wonder at that point if you stop them halfway through. For anybody that does roofing, like what if you went and did this? Do you pay for it? In this situation, you'll hear what happened here, but I don't know if that's standard practice. If something like this happens, I would think you would have to just finish it and be done with it, right? They can't just leave.
Right, but you can't just also just say what Johnny said, which was,
I'm probably looking up there and say, "Hey, you want something cold to drink?"
That's right. Or you can't do that either, right?
Want to bet?
Well, the reason we're talking about this is because this happened, and this woman was kind of aghast at what to do. And this is, she woke up one day and there were people ripping her roof apart, and she learned something new about a house.
When do you tell the people that this is not the house that ordered a roof? Basically, we woke up one morning. It was our day off, so we shouldn't have been woken up very early. And all of a sudden, there's so much banging and everything on our ceiling, or on the roof, I mean. And there's things flying off the roof. There's a guy on a ladder, and it was crazy. There's wood, apparently, that goes into, like, the under part of a roof. I don't have my roofing certification.
No.
So I don't really know what goes into that, but... So when they come to a house, that doesn't actually order the roof and they do all that, you get a half-price discount.
Okay, so she didn't realize that there was wood underneath of the roof, so I assume she just believed that shingles sat atop.
Just by themselves.
Right. The attic.
Right.
A house is made of wood oftentimes.
Right.
Wooden beams or 2x4s or what are they called? Those skinny, not 2x4s, you know what I'm talking about, planks.
Plywood and stuff. But what if you don't have the money to pay for half of it? It's not that you didn't do anything. You didn't ask them to do it.
Okay, but then again, she's in there making a video with them banging and clanging. Like, again, just even in the first 5 seconds, you can hear the clanging and banging.
When do you tell the people that this is not the house that ordered a roof? Basically, we woke up.
Like, you could just hear them clanging and banging, right? So, and listen, we have tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park. This is it. This is the final week where we have 4 packs of tickets to Soaky Mountain, okay? We had like 4 people call before 6 o'clock. We had, people calling us when we were talking about, hefty tacos, but I'll be honest with you. Should she pay half or at least for the materials? Look, I'll be real with you. You get a new roof for half the price. Yes, that person made a mistake, but you should at least reimburse them for the materials.
No, you should not. I didn't tell you to come do this to my house.
I understand that, but it was a genuine mistake.
Well, there's a couple genuine mistakes you can make, but that one, what if I don't have $7,500 or $7,000 or $6,000, $5,000?
Okay, well, what if you don't? So then what they're going to do is then they have to replace all the new stuff by putting your old roof back on. Guy has to be out $7,500?
That's not my problem. It's the guy that the simplest of things when you are a roofer is to know the exact house that you're going to do this on. I mean, come on.
There's got to be people who are roofers or working in the roofing industry. Now, today it's a little froggy out, as Johnny might say. Maybe the weather's not cooperating. They call it a roofer's holiday, especially with the rain. But I would assume that there are some people that would, instead of making a TikTok video, you might go and say, howdy doody.
I'm going to let you finish, okay? Or at least get close to finishing. And
how close?
It's close enough so that you have to complete the task.
So you would let them rip off all the old shingles?
Sure, because after they get them off, and they could come off pretty quick if you've ever seen them do it. So as they all come up, boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's like they could get it done. Now that everything's up, you're going to have to then replace them.
But then they got to clean up the yard.
I'll clean up the yard. Okay.
Is that your compromise?
That's my compromise.
So you will clean up the shingles, you'll rent the dumpster, you'll do that.
You got it.
Okay, so then you're going to spend $3,000.
No way.
Yes, you are. Do you know how much it is to rent a dumpster for $3,000? It's a huge dumpster to put a roof full of shingles in.
You get one of those bag things that you can sit up. I don't even know.
It's a bag stir in a bag. Do you know how many bag stir in a bags that you're going to need?
It doesn't matter. Anything will be better than whatever half of the roof will be, right? So at some point you got to concede. But,
so you're telling me that this person's genuine mistake, they now have to eat the money that they are now going to put. You don't at least reimburse them for something. You don't give them nothing because they made a mistake.
You messed up the roof. You fix the roof. That's just how it is. Sorry. That's it. I get it. I understand where you're coming from. Everybody makes mistakes.
Yes.
But that's a hefty one to make. All right?
Not everyone can be a Jeffy.
Do a Jeffy.
Don't do a Jeffy!
We get it. We're new. So it's time for you to sound off on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Let us have it. What do you want to say to us? What do we need to know? Call now. 240-1059. Coming up on 1059 The Mountain.
1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. That was Boston. We got Derek on the phone. Derek, good morning. What's up, man?
What's going on, guys?
How can we help you, my friend?
Calling in on the roof thing. I'm not paying for a bit of that roof, and I'm going to let them about get finished, too, before I say anything. Sorry, you...
What, so you're just going to let people do work for free on your house? Do you do work for free, Derek?
Oh, but if I do mess up and do something to somebody else's house, then I have to eat that. It's not their responsibility. that I made a mistake.
Well, how goofy can you be if that's the job that you're doing? I mean, we're not talking about mowing a lawn here, okay? We're talking about the roof of a house. You can't mess that up.
No, that's for sure, especially with the cost of materials nowadays. You got to make sure. Was there no mailbox, no house number?
Right.
Well, there was a mailbox. There was a house number. I guess they just went to the neighbor's house and started ripping the roof off.
Yeah, they just felt like doing a job for free.
Well, so you think they should eat it?
Oh, yeah. That's not the customer's fault or the neighbor's fault that they decide to start ripping their roof up.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they should at least reimburse them for materials, right? Or labor or something.
Yeah, if you call me on a good day where I'm in a good mood, I might pay for some of the materials, but that would be it.
All right, so Derek, on a good day, maybe some of the materials, but most likely forget them.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Well, Derek, I appreciate it. Hang on for 1 second. Jeff is going to get your information. You're our first qualifier for Soaky Mountain. Don't go anywhere, guys. More of your calls coming up next after Led Zeppelin right here on 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock. It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Do you think that it's fair that this woman decided to, instead of going outside and doing the right thing, okay, to do this and make this video?
When do you tell the people that this is not the house that ordered a roof? Basically, we woke up one morning.
You go now.
It was our day off, so we shouldn't have been woken up very early, and all of a sudden there's so much banging and everything on our ceiling, or on the roof, I mean.
Okay.
And there's things flying off the roof. There's a guy on a ladder, and it was crazy. There's wood, apparently, that goes into, like, the under part of a roof.
Yeah, there's wood.
Listen,
so there you go. Yeah,
go back to sleep, okay? Let it be. Take some NyQuil. You won't know what's happening. And don't go out there. Don't do anything. Do a Jeffy. Jeffy wouldn't do anything. Jeffy's staying inside.
Jeffy's getting a new roof.
Jeffy's getting a new roof for sure, yeah.
That's ridiculous. 105.9 The Mountain. Hello, good morning.
Well, I say the company eats it.
Really?
I totally agree.
Why?
I totally agree.
100%. Yeah.
They eat the roof?
Yeah. It was their mistake.
Okay, fair enough. But what if they said, listen, I get it, our mistake. Just can you reimburse us for the materials?
No, that's not my problem.
No. I work for a company that delivers packages. If I go to a house and I deliver the wrong package, that's my fault. I have to go to it and take it to the right place. That's my fault.
Yeah, you know what? Do me a favor. Hang on. You are qualified for Soaky Mountain water park tickets. 105.9 The Mountain. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up?
Hey, man, just commenting on that stuff, man. You order a meal somewhere and it comes to you wrong, you don't pay for half of it.
I hear you, but here's my thing, man. Like, I mean, a roof is a lot different than, I don't know.
Parm?
A chicken parm. A roof's a lot different than a sandwich. You know what I mean? That's like $15,000.
I understand. But it's least valuable, too.
But so what you're telling me is you wouldn't even offer them labor? Nothing?
Nope. They made the mistake. They come out there and estimated the job, laid the materials out, and then the people show up to do the job, and there was the wrong house. Come on, guys.
I know. Come on. The simplest of things. Hang on the line, buddy. 1 second.
Hang on the line. We appreciate it. 105.9 The Mountain. Good morning. Hello.
Hi. That's why they have insurance, so that they can cover things like that.
Wait, so the insurance covers stuff like that?
It will, because of the fact that they've made a mistake. The insurance covers their mistakes. We actually had our own business where we did gutters.
Okay.
My husband showed up there, and he realized that his crew was taking the gutters down off of the wrong house.
Oh.
And they weren't even home. And so we had to file it against our insurance. We had to finish the job, and then we had to go on to the next house to do their correct job.
Okay, so there is insurance. So then theoretically, like, you wouldn't be mad if the person said, I'm not paying you for this job? You or your...
Oh, no, not at all. Your mistakes, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
That is exactly general liability insurance.
Wow. You play stupid games, you win stupid. Hold on. You are qualified for those Silky Mountain Water Park tickets. Let's get a couple more in here, and then we have to take a break. 1059 The Mountain. Hello. Good morning. Oh, let me try that. 1059. Good morning. How are you?
Good. You?
Good. What's going on, buddy? What do you think?
Oh, yeah. No, that's 100% their fault.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to... I mean, a roof is $15,000, these days. That's about probably what it's going for, depending. You want half of it because you messed up? That's $7,500.
No, it's their fault. So I did roofing for 6 years, and that's a big mistake on the workers' part. So, but a lot of the times the company, they'll have like their own differences and whatnot. They can kind of beat that and be able to make something back out of it.
So let me ask you. You said, and I'm sorry, your phone was cutting out. You said you roofed for 6 years. So let me tell you, you do the wrong house. You're not going to get paid, but you're going to eat the money. That's it. Just is what it is.
Pretty much, the company will eat the money on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm stunned. Do me a favor. Hang on. You're qualified for those Silky Mountain Water Park tickets. We'll be right back. No, there can't be. Not everyone can be this cheap.
That's it.
Not everyone can be a Jeffy.
Do a Jeffy.
Don't do a Jeffy.
We get it. We're new. So it's time for you to sound off on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Let us have it. What do you want to say to us? What do we need to know? Call now. 240-1059. Coming up on 1059 The Mountain.
It is 1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. That's what you're listening to.
It's time for opening audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. A fun, funny way to start your day on 1059 The Mountain.
I promised you, Aunt Amelia.
Yeah.
And I will deliver.
Yeah, Jack Hanna here, folks. Okay, he's really dialing up the animal stories to kick things off today. So if you're into guinea pigs and tortoises, don't go anywhere. Yeah.
So let's start with guinea pigs, shall we? There is a man who just loves guinea pigs so much. This man says, I want these guinea pigs to be my friends. I've amassed about 80 of them. Somebody interviewed him.
Yeah.
They're like, this is a lot of guinea pigs, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I just want you to picture what this guy looks like.
I love watching them. I've actually loved watching them while you've been over there. I've sat there watching them, and it's just watching them interact and going off and getting their food and then running back to the house. And when you go into my garage and if you rustle a bag, they sing like birds. They're like, I've been on the phone to people before and they're like, have you got birds? I'm like, no, I've got guinea pigs.
How many have you got?
I've got 80. I built a garage specifically for them. So it's 16.5 foot squared and it is insulated, lined in plastic. It's got heating, hot and cold running water. When I bought my house, I wanted somewhere that actually I enjoyed going down to.
So he loves himself some guinea pigs.
Hey, did he say 80 guinea pigs?
80 guinea pigs, running water, hot and cold, lined so that he can pick up any guinea poops and they can just kind of roll it out there. And this guy loves his guinea pigs, Jeff. I think this is quality stuff.
You know that they only live like 5-6 years. That's it. That's the.
Don't tell him that. He doesn't know that.
That's the lifespan of a guinea pig, there, pal. So you got 80 of them. So you got to figure.
Are you saying there's going to be a mass accident?
Eventually, anything
they all
can
die?
happen. I'm just telling you. Yeah, and
he bought them all within a 3-month period. Well, so are they all going to pass at the same time?
What the hell do guinea pigs do? They don't do anything. They go. They're like,
I believe his words were something to the tune of,
when you go into my garage and if you rustle a bag, they sing like birds.
They sing,
rustle a bag,
and they sing like birds.
Wow. Okay, pal. There's a lot more going on with him and those guinea pigs than he's letting on.
Yeah.
You know, and I know it.
Yes.
It's time for opening audio here on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. A fun, funny way to start your day on 1059 The Mountain.
To the tortoise we go.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how could we polish this puppy off? Do it with a tortoise.
There was a Cape Coral man arrested for allegedly hiding in a bush and stealing a decorative tortoise. And I say to myself, why would a man steal a decorative tortoise? Kate Logan said, listen, I saw this decorative tortoise. I was sitting in the bush for hours. The homeowner noticed a man in the bush, but didn't think anything of it. And then...
Who doesn't think of anything of a man in a bush? I see a man in a bush. I see a man in a bush. I think a lot of things of it.
They don't think much of it.
Okay.
And as he started walking around the enclosed pool cage, that's when they began to get worried. Still didn't call the cops.
Yeah.
Then he saw a beautifully painted tortoise, 7-colored tortoise. He saw Logan in the bushes, sans pants with tortoise. And at that point, he decided, the homeowner, that it was time to call the police. When the police got there, he was sleeping in the bushes, sans pants with said tortoise.
Oh, yeah, with a decorative tortoise. Okay, so you are the bush prowler that goes around and looks for either decorative tortoises, lawn gnomes. Imagine the things, anything that you have on your lawn. And
lawn gnomes are pointy, though. A tortoise
that ain't
is not
stopping him, all right? Anything you put in your bushes or your lawn in Cape Coral, trust me, this guy has violated, okay? Yeah.
He's the Cape Coral violator?
Yes, he is, all right?
All right.
No sleep till the Rizzo and Jeff Show. One is older and wiser. The other? Now the other's life fell to pieces and his fiancée is out of glue. Yeah, you get what you get. Here's to hoping we made the right decision. Weekdays, 6 to 10 a.m. on 105.9 The Mountain.
A saucy outing. It's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Jeff, a police officer, was having dinner with his mother, Anthony Fiacco.
Oh, Aunt.
Good old Aunt got in a verbal argument with his mama. Turned physical, though, when he decided to take the spaghetti, start hitting her with it. According to the police report, the spaghetti made contact with the victim. Spaghetti sauce in her hair and had lacerations of wilted spaghetti.
Wow.
Against her face and body.
Spaghetti lacerations?
Spaghetti lacerations. 41-year-old Aunt Fiacco said that he used that starchy weapon because he felt backed into his corner because his mom was, quote, criticizing his life for not moving out.
Oh, okay. So he's, well, look, you got to understand, Mama, it's a little tough these days.
It's hard. Things are expensive. Life is not cheap.
That's it. So look, I'm sure he didn't want to hit you with a little al dente in the mouth there, but, it's not right.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, if you're going to get smacked with pasta, I feel like a little al dente spaghetti's not the worst. I mean, think about a lasagna smack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's
like you go right in the face, like whoosh, that's like half your face. A lasagna smack.
I know, but you understand that's all right. That's a one-shot deal. When you're coming across, it's like like a whip. When you're being hit with a spaghetti, like a rigatoni's not going to get you too much. You don't need to worry about that.
A Tellini's too small, angel hair.
Right. None of that. The angel hair is not enough.
Yeah.
When you go full-on hefty spaghetti in the face.
To your mama.
Which you never put your hands on Mom.
No. Well, and then it's like, what is going on? These people, these adults, they have no respect. So then I'm going to take you over to Dr. Prashad's house.
Right, take a drive.
Let's take a drive. We're leaving Aunt's house. We're heading to Dr. Prashad.
What's going on at the good old Doc's house?
Now, Doc Prashad began her Saturday evening like anything else, but she and her husband were quelling Taco Bell or McDonald's for their birthday. Now, she's a doctor. I feel like she could afford a little bit more, but hey, what can you say?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right, sometimes you just play it cool.
A squabble ensued. Dr. Prasad was so upset, befuddled that her husband wouldn't just compromise for the doctor's birthday, that she, quote, beat him mercilessly and struck him several times upon the right side of the face. A patrolman was called by the neighbors because of the loud burrito beating, and the burrito's still on the victim's face.
Wow.
This was a taco burrito mishap, and unfortunately, Dr. Prasad arrested. And, now here's the thing. Mr. Prasad, not injured by the Taco Bell menu item, however, has burn marks in the shape of a double cheesy gordita crunch.
Was it that? Is it that, or is it a beefy 5-layer burrito? It was the beefy 5-layer.
It was the beefy 5.
Because that's got the nacho cheese, it's got the beef, the beans, the sour cream. Like, there's a lot that goes into the beefy 5-layer burrito.
Now, here's the thing. She just purchased a home with her husband, $540,000 just last year.
Yeah.
They grew up in Bangalore. It's a story of we made it. We did it. We lived the American dream. And I'm going and I'm beating my man with a burrito. I'm burrito beating my man.
540. What does that get you these days? A 2-and-1? Yeah. Around here, yeah.
Well, how about this? Stop spending the money on burritos. Go get yourself buy 2 McDoubles for $3.50.
No, that deal's done, by the way.
Is it done?
Yeah. Sorry to break your heart there. That deal's done. But the taco, look, going out, literally, you could go out to eat for cheaper than you could go to Taco Bell. Okay.
Well,
really?
While wholeheartedly embraced the coastal lifestyle, Dr. Prasad said to the judge, I savored the moment in hitting my husband with the culinary offerings. No remorse, Jeff.
Okay. Well,
no respect.
Hey, listen, obviously things were going wrong there, and whatever neighborhood that was in.
That's a rough hood.
We're getting ragu and guacamole. Something's going on.
Stay away from me and Dr. Prasad.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show. One loves Frasier, and the other's still into wrestling. Who's who? Find out more interesting tidbits about them every morning, right here on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. The Jeff News Network brought to you by Train Heating and Cooling Systems. They are tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered to keep up with you. Because we all run together. Visit traininfo.com to find your local independent train dealer. That's traininfo.com because it's hard to stop a train.
It's time for the JNN, the Jeff News Network, with all the news, important information, and local things that you want to know. It won't be here, but hey, they try. So here's the JNN on 105.9 The Mountain now.
So Hurricane Debbie, which is bearing down on the East Coast, the presence of Jim Cantore, the meteorologist from the Weather Channel, and when Cantore's in town, it strikes a lot of unease with people. They always say it's not, poor guy. It's never a good sign when Cantore shows up to town. That means that either a hurricane is a-coming or things are going to get really bad, and that's when you know it. So hanging out in Charleston is that Cantore.
Cantore to me is Danny Glover, Lethal Weapon. He's deadly. Now there is a saying. When Cantore's in town, you leave milk or cookies, because if you don't, the hurricane will affect your house. When Cantore comes to town, you leave milk and cookies,
right,
or you will be destroyed.
Yeah, there other people are saying if Cantore is in town, it means it's time for everyone to leave. So Cantore. So imagine, like you're watching. People wait at the airport for these situations for a Cantore to arrive. When he comes to town, death and destruction is on the way.
Despair, yes.
The most trusted source for useless information.
Who is your source? I need to know your source.
The JNN, Jeff News Network, is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
All right, so Team USA added 8 more medals yesterday. It's tied with China in golds with 21 each. Simone Biles wrapped up her Olympics. Maybe her career, honestly. She had a silver medal in the women's floor. So that was something that's pretty cool. I mean, she won a lot. Silver medals in the pole vault for men, triathlons, different things of that nature. And then Caroline Marks took home gold for the Team USA in women's surfing. But we noticed something with this. There was a change, Rizzo.
Yes, Jeff and I have long said we want to de-trumpet the Olympics. NBC and the executives heard the very popular Rizzo and Jeff show and decided to do such. Although I don't know if I like the Beach Boys pet sound theme either. Your thoughts. Here's the win.
Tatiana Weston Webb for Brazil and Caroline Marks for the USA. Surfing for gold. Pulls up and under. Caroline Marks gets an exit. USA takes the gold medal with Caroline Marks.
Gold medalist, Caroline Marks.
Nothing like it. I never quite felt this feeling before. I'm just so honored to represent my country and beyond my wildest dreams to accomplish this, so I'm just really grateful.
Now, this is how they end it?
Well,
now, what are your thoughts? Do you like this?
Well, my thoughts is...
Do you like the trumpet?
I feel like I'm working at, PacSun. I'm working at Buckle.
Buckle, yeah, you're at Journeys.
There I am.
Yo, bro, can I get some Vans?
Hollister, I'm just there. You walk by Hollister, all you can smell is the cologne.
Oh, my God.
The cheap $8 cologne, and
That's
you're like,
it.
come on in. You try on some Hollister jeans. That's exactly what that felt like right there, okay?
Well, you know what? Trumpet or Hollister?
Meet me at Zumiez.
Yeah, I'm with you.
From Asheville to, well, that's pretty much all they can handle right now. It's time for the least trusted news network in town. But they are new. The Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
All right, so yesterday, the worldwide panic over a possible recession coming to the U.S., and we saw the stock markets absolutely just begin to plummet yesterday. The Dow was you're just watching the number. I was watching the news, and just boom, boom. But a lot of very, very rich people lost a lot of money. Jeff Bezos lost $15 billion in a single day. $15 billion. So some of the richest people lost that. So it was him, Zuckerberg, and Elon Musk lost over $134 billion just overall. There was a lot of money that was lost yesterday in the stock markets, and I wonder if, I bet you $15 billion bothers him. I bet you it does.
Look, he's worth $250. It doesn't mean nothing.
So 15
here's where I look. I'll be honest with you. It's all monopoly money at that point. It doesn't matter.
Gates lost two.
He's going to get it back. They're going to get it back. It's stocks. This is all just fake. And I look, call me a conspiracy, Kenneth. I'm telling you, okay, that this is all just, the Nikkei went down, so we buy and sell on speculation. Nothing is wrong. We just do this to scare everybody so that we keep the poor. Do you think Bezos did anything? Nobody sold any of their stocks. They know it's going to bounce back. It's just stupid.
No, Warren Buffett's the guy that gets out of things all the time. He was the one that had been selling, I think, leading up to this happening. So, but that's just what he does.
Well, he has no kids.
No, he does not, and he lives in a modest home and eats McDonald's every day.
And and he goes home to Mrs. Buffett on her tuffet.
Yeah.
Eating her curds and whey.
Yeah. Is he the tuffet?
He is. Yeah.
Come on, Weaverville. It's time to rock out with the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Nobody? Candler? Black Mountain? Anka? Woodfin?
Bueller?
Anyone? Well, they're new, so here's to rock it out on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Asheville's classic rock. That was Billy Idol, White Wedding. We are talking about board games too vicious to be played at Buckingham Palace because, Jeff, Prince Harry, they're not allowed to play Monopoly.
Yeah, Monopoly is banned from Buckingham Palace because the royals find that it gets too vicious. That's the word, vicious.
Well, so we're thinking of vicious board games. We got John on the phone. John, good morning, my friend.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Good. So what do you think here, huh? Monopoly vicious? What are your thoughts?
I mean, playing Monopoly before, yeah, it can get vicious, I mean, you get to grabbing all the stuff, and then all of a sudden you lose all your money. And
Well, see, like I said, I will remember my brother got Biltmore Avenue one time, and he put 3 hotels on it. So every time I landed on Biltmore Avenue, I had to give him $2,000.
yeah, you lose your money, and then you get angry, and or if you're playing with Grandma and she throws the board across the room, it gets vicious sometimes.
Why is your grandma tossing the board across the room?
What's happening with Grandma?
Grandma just gets crazy about Monopoly. She wants to win,
Wow, I don't blame her. I mean, do you have a crazy grandma that likes Monopoly?
I did have a crazy grandma that liked Monopoly, but she never tossed the board, but you could tell that she wanted to.
You know what?
You can see it in her eyes.
You can see it in her eyes.
When that peach schnapps sets in, you can see it in her eyes.
Definitely.
Let me ask you, of all the board games, do you think that's the most vicious? I mean, like I brought up, Dream Phone. I mean, what do you think about like Trouble, the game Trouble?
Trouble's a good one. I was thinking of Trouble, Sorry, but the one that I could think, Chutes and Ladders.
Really?
You know why? Because you get high up and then you take that stupid slide and it takes you
one slide. That one slide takes you all the way back, and let me tell you, it is very, very frustrating when that happens.
It is.
But when it happens multiple times, that's when you want to throw stuff.
And you know what? I didn't even think about Chutes and Ladders.
No,
and
not at all.
You can get all the way to the top row and you're back down to the bottom. That's an excellent call. That's an excellent point. John, do me a favor. Hang on for just 1 second. You are qualified for those Soaky Mountain tickets. Thanks for calling, my friend.
Hey, thank you, buddy.
We appreciate it. Don't go anywhere. More of the Rizzo and Jeff show. What board games do you think are vicious? Like, what do you think are the most vicious board games? Some good texts coming in here, Jeff. What was one?
One of them was Mousetrap.
Oh, my God. I hate that game.
I never played Mousetrap. It said too many pieces, too much construction with Mousetrap.
It's a lot of construction. Yeah, it sucks.
The game of life. As soon as it gets to the fork where it says get a job, they flip it in disgust. That's another one. Yeah, so.
A lot of stuff coming in. 828-240-1059. We'll tell you what the Princes are doing. Cut up after Queen on 105.9 The Mount Nashville's Classic Rock. It is 105.9 The Mount Nashville's Classic Rock. Johnny's on the phone. Johnny, what do you got for vicious board games here, my friend?
Well, Monopoly's pretty good, but one of my good ones is really a card game and stuff. I got two. One of them is Uno, because I play with sometimes the 9-year-old and 12-year-old and then the kids and the queen. And, man, I put draw 4 on everybody I can hit, skip, and draw 2, man. Usually I just go for the jugular when it comes to board games. It don't matter who you are.
You're vicious. The queen and the kids and grandkids, too?
Oh, yeah, man. I go for the jugular on board games. But my favorite is me and the queen. We play Naked Twister.
Yeah.
I bet you do.
Yeah, do you happen to lose every time and just let her win that one, or?
It's usually a 50-50, So you got to know which color to put your hands on.
Oh, okay? Yeah, it's quite the skill, quite the skill there, John.
Yeah, spin the thing. What a tricky game that is, Johnny. Yeah.
Most time you don't even spin. You spin yourself, and it works pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Listen, thanks for the call. If you're just tuning in, we are talking about vicious board games, Jeff, because I guess it's banned from Buckingham Palace, the game Monopoly.
Yeah, they don't like. They didn't like the kids playing it. Harry and William weren't allowed to play it. They thought the game was a little too vicious, and I never really thought it was, but I guess the more that you think about it, and I guess over there it seems to be vicious to them, but the more you think about it, it can be. But I always believed that there were many more games that were vicious.
Well, Naked Twister's got to be up there, although that's Johnny's thing.
Right.
How about this? Hungry Hippos.
Hungry Hippos.
That is a game of not only skill that elicits anger, that elicits emotion. That could do damage to relationships. I didn't talk to my cousin Peter for 3 months after a game of Hungry Hippos.
Why? Because you didn't get enough?
I didn't get enough. He cheated.
Okay.
He cheated. He was bigger than me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I mean, how about, there's a couple that come to mind for me. I mean, there was one. What's that thing you were talking about? It's like it buzzes or whatever. You got to get the silly bone.
Operation.
Oh, my God.
There's nothing more frustrating than the game of Operation.
That is the worst board game.
It's it.
I mean, because you can't get something without the buzz. So you're going to buzz, and if you buzz, then it's just like it's stupid.
You never win. The probability, if you've played it 10 times, is maybe 2 out of 10 that you could win at Operation. Nobody ever wins at Operation. And
true.
If you have chubby digits, forget it. You're done. Yeah,
chubby digits are not. You're not a good surgeon if you got chubby digits.
No.
There are two more. See, this is an interesting, and this came in a lot on the text line, 828-240-1059. The game, sorry. The only game that teaches you how to be kind of like rude and arrogant. Oops, sorry. We had a guy call in and say Chutes and Ladders. I like Chutes and Ladders.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jeff.
No, finish. Chutes and Ladders, you seem to have a real issue with it in some slide you were saying. So
you
I don't
know
remember
why?
it too
I'm
much.
going to tell you why, Jeff.
I haven't played it in so long.
Because when you get to the top, there's one slide that brings you all the way down. All down 10 rows. And finally, I think the worst game, and correct me if I'm wrong, 828-240-1059. Don't wake Daddy.
What is that? What's Don't Wake Daddy?
You don't remember Don't Wake Daddy?
No, I don't.
There's got to be somebody who remembers Don't Wake Daddy. Don't Wake Daddy is that put the pieces into the clock, make the right selection, but be quick. Don't Wake Daddy. You don't remember that?
I kind of I remember I was too old, I think, at that time in the early 90s.
Yeah, see,
to be playing board games.
Yeah, that's definitely my generation. But I have the commercial here. It's terrible.
The game where you've got to sneak into the kitchen for a snack without waking Daddy, land on a noise, and you have to press Daddy's alarm clock. Will he wake up?
And if you wake Daddy, then you got to go all the way back. You can't get a snack.
No.
You got to hit his alarm clock. It's the worst game of all time. It makes kids hate each other.
It's got to be a little chunky kid that plays that when you're sneaking for a snack at 11p and you don't want to wake Daddy. Just leave the Dunkaroos be.
The term radio show gets thrown around a lot. We here at 105.9 The Mountain, for legal purposes, must say that radio show could mean whatever just happened, and if we owe you an apology, we're sorry. More Rizzo and Jeff show next. What do you expect is free on 105.9 The Mountain.
The Rizzo and Jeff show is what you're listening to. It is 7:24. I want you to just hear this and tell me how you would handle this. If you had a friend or a son, daughter, significant other that spoke like this, could you deal with it?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, it was such a strong race. We were all running so fast, multiple running in the 50, so I knew I had to go out fast. I had Lika in front of me, so I wanted to be in front, and I could hear halfway she was behind me, so I was like, okay, this is good, now we keep going. And
all right, so there it is. One more.
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, it was such a strong race. We were all running so fast, multiple running in the 50, so I knew I had to go out fast.
So, yeah, she might sound like a puppet. What would you do?
Oh, my God.
828-240-1059. Could you stand it? What do you think,
no.
Jeff?
I don't know. That's rough.
Femke Bol won dazzled at the Olympics. She's from the Netherlands. She's gone viral for another reason, though, not for her dazzling performance in track and field, but for her voice.
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, it was such a strong race. We were all running so fast, multiple running in the 50, so I knew I had to go out fast. I had Lika in front of me, so I wanted to be in front, and I could hear halfway she was behind me, so I was like, okay, this is good, now we keep going. And
now, does she talk like a muppet? Yes. What in the world would you do if you had a loved one, a friend, a family member, a significant other that when you were like, hey, how are you, babe?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, it was such a strong race. We were all running so fast, multiple running in the 50, so I knew I had to go out fast. I had Lika in front of me, so I wanted to be in front. And
wow. 828-240-1059. Could you handle that voice?
Yeah, that would be a tough go.
She sounds like Miss Peggy.
I get that if you're around somebody, sometimes it just becomes commonplace and normal with certain things. You could put up with people's quirks in your relationship, right?
We all have them, Jeff.
You get used to them, but that is a roughie. That is just, it's like when you're... when your wife just gets mad at you and yells at you and she just has that the screaming, yelling voice, like to hear that constantly. And is that at all times? Is that like if you're in the, in the bedroom and then that's in your ear?
Well,
I mean, I gotta.
You say, well, Femke, how was that?
oh, Oh, it was amazing. I mean,
it went well for you, huh?
Femke, what was that like?
It was such a strong race.
Such a strong race.
Right.
I mean, but if you think about it,
I'd lick in front of me, so I wanted to be in front, and I could hear how she was behind me, so I was like, okay, this is good, now we keep going. And
now this woman, just so we know, is 25 years old, 5'11", a Olympic athlete, a world record-setting Olympic athlete, and I got to tell you, I have heard a lot of voices. Some people might consider ours annoying. I have a little bit of a cold, but I got to tell you, that's muppet.
If you had to work with her in the workplace all the time, so you're in the workplace, you have a meeting, she calls the meeting, and she's up there, conducting the meeting. What do? You can't focus on anything that's happening in the meeting. That's all you would hear.
Well, so if that is somebody that is if that were your boss,
right?
If that were your superior, and you're up there, and you're like, do you laugh?
No.
Like, how do you? I mean, but again, if your boss, Rizzo and Jeff,
I'd lick in front of me, so I wanted to be in front, and I could hear how she was behind me, so I was like, okay, this is good, now we keep going. And
I don't know. I mean, listen, we got tickets to Soggy Mountain, 828-240-1059. If there is a human being out there who can legitimately say because to me, it's like a combination of the Muppets, right? I guess Miss Piggy's a Muppet. So, it's a combination of, the Muppets and, do you remember that show Rocket Power?
Okay.
On Nickelodeon?
Okay.
I'm feeling like Rocket Power.
Yeah. I'm going to say, if you thought that us saying water was bad, holy moly.
Think about this.
That's a rough go. Yeah.
Hey, how was that? Was that good for you?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean...
Was it? I'm not at attention.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Did you think that was funny? Yeah, we're kind of 50-50 on it, but it's still good for these guys. And the show is free, so what did you expect? More of the Rizzo and Jeff Show next.
105.9 The Mount Nashville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. And yes, I stole this from my friend because I think she is, well, I'll be honest with you, she's right. This is what she posted on her social media. People are a little upset about it. It was her birthday yesterday. She felt shown up. I kind of agree with her.
The one thing that would make me cut a friend off, I don't care how close we are, if we're best friends, we've been locked in for 25 years, is if you order fajitas at my birthday dinner. You know that it's my birthday, and I'm the star of the show. And so for you to order a big, sizzling, fulfilling tray of fajitas, you know that when it comes out, everybody's going to say, oh, what did you get? Oh, what's going on? It's making all this noise. It's smoking everywhere. The waiter's got to have on mitts. What are you doing trying to order something so attention grabbing at my birthday dinner?
At your birthday dinner. Now listen, we worked with her somewhere else, and I can tell you that the woman is right. On your birthday, you should be the center of attention. And if you order fajitas, if you order something extra, you should always wait for the birthday person to order and then order something smaller. It's really just...
Are we children? Is this ridiculous? Is this crazy? You invite me out to a birthday dinner. I'm giving you my time, okay? As we get older as adults, we don't have a lot of time. And now I'm being told what to order at your dinner? I have to fall in line?
Listen, 828-240-1059. All right, listener court is coming up next. Am I right? Am I wrong? Do we have to fall in line? Yeah, I do. I think that you should act appropriately at a birthday party, Jeff.
Really, do you?
Yeah, I do. 828-240-1059. It is 105.9 The Mount Nashville's Classic Rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show, and it is time for Listener Court.
It's time for Listener Court. Kind of like Kramer and Kramer, but not as good. Or educated, or without real lawyers. Okay, it's just Rizzo and Jeff, and they're kind of upset about something and need your help. Listener Court begins now. Court is in session on 105.9 The Mountain.
Okay, so here's the situation. We have a friend, Jeff and I, and she made a video, and people are really, really outrageous or outraged about it. It's very simple, really. It's her birthday. It's her special day, And she believes that her special day should not be interrupted by people who are, shall we say, immature, people who, want their own, food. She said, basically, listen, if I want fajitas, I'm going to get myself some fajitas.
The one thing that would make me cut a friend off, I don't care how close we are, if we're best friends, we've been locked in for 25 years, is if you order fajitas at my birthday dinner. You know that it's my birthday, and I'm the star of the show. And so for you to order a big, sizzling, fulfilling tray of fajitas, and you know that when it comes out, everybody's going to say, oh, what did you get? Oh, what's going on? It's making all this noise. It's smoking everywhere. The waiter's got to have on mitts. What are you doing trying to order something so attention-grabbing at my birthday dinner?
Attention-grabbing, that's the point. Why can't you let someone else have a day? Why can't you let someone else have a moment? You have to get something bigger, louder, more extravagant than somebody. You are a guest at somebody's party and you have to be the center of attention. If that's the way that you have to act, it's time for you to grow up. 828-240-1059. A lot of people are angry and think this woman is selfish. She's being a child. No, she's being a grown-up. She invited you to her birthday party. You're the one who seems to think that you can just order whatever you want. Not the case. All right, 828-240-1059. We have tickets to Soaky Mountain. What do you think? You could text us. You could call us. Jeff's side is next, and I can tell you, Jeff, I have a feeling you disagree.
Oh, 110%.
Of course you do.
You threw the party. I'll tell you about it. My side, all right?
It's up to you. Don your best black robes and call us. You are the judge and jury. 828-240-1059. Who do you think is right? Who will win? Next on 1059 The Mountain.
It is 1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. The Rizzo and Jeff show is what you're listening to. And Kathy goes, I don't even need to hear Jeff's side. If it's your birthday, should you be allowed, all right, as a guest at someone's birthday party, to order what you want? Kathy, good morning. You don't need to hear Jeff's side. What do you think?
I think she's crazy. Unless she's buying my food, I'm going to buy whatever I want.
Well, wait a minute. Why is she crazy?
Just because it's her birthday doesn't mean that she can dictate what I eat.
I get it, but you don't feel that it's a little, I don't know, wrong if to upstage somebody on their birthday?
You're not upstaging. You're eating.
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. This ain't a beauty pageant. All right. It ain't a wedding. You're not walking in a white dress. You're eating. So you're having something to eat.
Yeah. No. If she is buying the food and wants certain agendas, then she needs to make that known before. But if I'm buying my food, oh no, honey, I'm going to buy what I want, and I guarantee you it'll be a fajita.
Whoa!
Kathy coming in with the heat.
Coming in with the heat on the fajitas.
Yeah.
All right, do me a favor, Kathy. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. We appreciate it. Jeff?
Yeah?
She said she didn't even need to hear your side, but I want to hear your side.
I don't think there's much.
It's time for Listener Court. Rizzo and Jeff have a problem they need help with, and you decide the outcome. Sort of like when you were caught speeding on 26, but you know it wasn't your fault? Kind of like that, except one of them is really in the wrong. Okay, it's just Rizzo and Jeff, and they're kind of upset about something and need your help. Listener Court begins now. Court is in session on 1059 The Mountain.
Look, this could be pretty. This could be the simplest listener court of all time. I'm going to piggyback off my baby girl, my boo thing, Kathy, right there. Listen, if you invite me to the birthday party, all right, whether you're paying or whether I'm paying, food and what type of food should not dictate our friendship, okay? Oh. Now, if you believe that because I order a sizzling fajita, by the way, where are we at here at this point? Chili's? Applebee's? So if you're ordering a sizzling fajita, it's one of the two. So I don't think that there's any upstaging. And by the way, I got to make the food myself when I get the fajita. What's wrong with that? Okay? Now, if you're a grown adult and you're throwing a birthday party, you sound like a 16-year-old girl throwing a birthday party that doesn't want to be upstaged at all, okay? That's what it sounds like, a sweet 16. You're in your 30s.
Yeah.
Who cares what anybody eats?
Then who cares if what you order, Jeff? If she doesn't want you to have a fajita, what's the big deal? To be a grown-up. Why? What? Because you want a fajita? Because Kathy wants a fajita? Is that what the thing is?
Listen, me and Kathy are going to eat fajita. I'm going to feed Kathy fajitas. All right? We're going to go out to
You're real
dinner.
mature.
All right? Me and Kathy
You're real mature.
We're going to go out and eat fajitas together. All right? And we're going to share one. Like Lady and the Tramp. We're going to share fajitas.
828-240-1059. Is it wrong to order what you want at someone else's birthday party food-wise if it upstages them, if they feel that it upstages them? Jeff and Kathy seem to want to feed each other fajitas. What do you think?
Anytime, Kathy.
It's up to you. Don your best black robes and call us. You are the judge and jury. 828-240-1059. Who do you think is right? Who will win? Next on 1059 The Mountain.
1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show. If you're just tuning in, we are in the middle of Listener Court. Listener Court, really, it began with a friend of ours who went on social media and said this.
The one thing that would make me cut a friend off, I don't care how close we are, if we're best friends, we've been locked in for 25 years, is if you order fajitas at my birthday dinner. You know that it's my birthday, and I'm the star of the show. And so for you to order a big, sizzling, fulfilling tray of fajitas, and you know that when it comes out, everybody's going to say, oh, what did you get? Oh, what's going on? It's making all this noise. It's smoking everywhere. The waiter's got to have on mitts. What are you doing trying to order something so attention-grabbing at my birthday dinner?
So Jeff and I decided to have a discussion base about it, and if you go to someone's birthday party, should you respect their wishes and not upstage them? Now, I may have made a fatal flaw. We have Gene on the phone. We have John on the phone. Guys, hang on for just 1 second. Kathy called Jeff, and you let her get on the air before you even gave your case. Because what did she say? She said, I don't even need to hear what Jeff has to say.
That's it. Right, totally on my side right away.
So Kathy said this.
I think she's crazy. Unless she's buying my food, I'm going to buy whatever I want.
Well, wait a minute. Why is she crazy?
Just because it's her birthday doesn't mean that she can dictate what I eat.
I get it, but you don't feel that it's a little, I don't know, wrong if to upstage somebody on their birthday?
You're not upstaging. You're eating.
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. This ain't a beauty pageant. All right. It ain't a wedding. You're not walking in a white dress. You're eating. So you're having something to eat.
Yeah. No. If she is buying the food and wants certain agendas, then she needs to make that known before. But if I'm buying my food, oh no, honey, I'm going to buy what I want, and I guarantee you it'll be a fajita.
Oh, boy, she wanted a fajita, Jeff.
Yeah, that's right, Kathy. Anytime.
So what we decided to do is we said, listen, I think it's rude. I think you should respect your friend. I guess Jeff doesn't and Kathy don't feel like it's important to respect their friend. I hope that Gene, John, and the people who have texted in, who all seem to be on Jeff's side, by the way, that I order what I want at a birthday party. I guess nobody's grown-ups anymore? Is that what it is? Well, nobody can respect their friend's wishes?
There's a text, totally immature on her part. If I'm going out to eat and paying for my meal, I should be able to get whatever I want.
Well, let's start it off with Gene, 828-240-1059. Again, everyone who calls qualified for tickets, that 4-pack of tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park. Gene, good morning. What do you think, man?
Good morning, sir. I think if you can't afford to have a birthday party, don't invite a bunch of people.
Exactly my point.
Okay, wait a minute, though, man. But don't you think the birthday party should be about you?
Well, then if you can afford to go and have a big old expensive meal, then carry your own dough.
Okay, that's fine, but I mean, this woman, and again, I'm friends with her, Jeff and I are friends with her, she feels that, you shouldn't be ordering fajitas and stuff to take attention away from her because it's her birthday.
Nah, well, there you go. You're going to have all kinds.
Yeah. See, it's just going to cause crazy issues. Order what you want. I agree.
Order what you want.
Yeah.
So you're on the order what you want choo-choo train?
Yes, sir.
All right. Chug along.
Listen, hang on. Don't go anywhere. We'll get your information. Thank you for calling the Rizzo and Jeff show. Good morning, John. What's up?
You might not like it, but if it was my birthday, we go out to, let's say, a Mexican restaurant, I want you to be happy and order whatever you want.
Exactly my point.
So what you're telling me is if it's your birthday, you wouldn't feel that you were being upstaged a little bit, though?
No, I know. It's food. It's a food item. Of course, everybody's going to look at it because it's sizzling, it's popping, and it's really good. If you wanted something sizzling and popping, you should order your own fajitas. But if you don't order your fajitas, then you can't sit there and get mad at somebody for getting what they want.
It's like you got to order off the value menu. I got to wait and see what you're going to get. What if I don't like what's on there?
It's kind of selfish if you think about it. I mean, if you invite people to come out for your birthday party or they invite you and they get fajitas, that's exactly what they want. It's not about always what you want. Well, and yes, it's your birthday.
Okay. But no, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
I just believe that's kind of childish.
Well,
I agree, John.
Selfish in a way.
Listen, John, I appreciate it. Hang on for just 1 second. Don't go anywhere. You are qualified for our Smoky Mountain Water Park tickets. I got to tell you, Jeff, it hasn't been a clean sweep in a long time, my friend. A long time.
Look at me. I'm like the Pine Saw lady.
You know what? It's because Kathy. It's because we let Kathy on before your case. I don't like it.
It doesn't matter. Kathy, like I said, coming in with the heat, baby.
Oh, man. Listener court. Well, clean sweep. We'll be right back. More Rizzo and Jeff show coming your way next. It's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. That was Billy Squire. We have Jeff on the phone. Jeff, good morning. Thank you for waiting. What do you got, Jeff?
Yes, I think you shouldn't upstage a person on their birthday, but you ought to be able to order what you want to eat. So I look at it both ways.
Okay, so wait. If she says she doesn't want you to order a fajita, are you going to order a fajita?
Well, I don't want to upstage her, so no, I probably wouldn't.
Look at that. See, so a little kindness.
John,
a little kindness.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, good for you, Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff. Go get yourself a house salad, okay?
You know what, Jeff? I stand with you in your kindness. You hear me, Jeff? I appreciate you. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, do me a favor. Hang on for just 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Let's get to our good friend, John. John, what do you think, man?
Well, I tell you what, the fajitas is one thing, but sure, I'm going to order what I want, and I'm going to wish him a very happy birthday and give him a good present. But when you start nipping into that tequila and some of that good Mexican beer, and then people start having a lot better fun, and then the person that's in the birthday, what happened to them? You know, they're probably going to sit there and think that. But
so
you invited me, and I'm going to drink what I want, and I'm going to eat what I want.
So you're worried about the tequila worm and the Jose Cuervo is what you're saying?
Now, I'm going to see who's going to eat the most of them, I reckon, and we're going to see how good the birthday girl or boy is.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'll tell you what, John, you're a naughty boy, but I like it.
Okay, it's clear they learned nothing. So we'll have to do this again next week. Another edition of Listener Court next Tuesday at 8 a.m. Or you can pick up anywhere you left off, anywhere podcasts are found, by searching Rizzo and Jeff in the Morning.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff show. It is time for the J&N, brought to you by our good friends at Train Heating and Cooling Systems, where they are constantly tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered to keep up with you because we run together. Visit traininfo.com to find your local independent train dealer. That's traininfo.com because it's hard to stop a train.
Time for the world famous, never imitated, never duplicated, and barely making it. The JNN Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
Team USA added 8 more medals yesterday. It's still tied with China in golds with 21 each. Simone Biles, who so decorated, wrapped up her Olympics, maybe her career, depending. She got a silver medal, won herself a silver medal, won some silver medals in men's pole vault, and kinds of different things. Surfing was another one where we kind of pulled a gold. Caroline Marks took home gold for Team USA in women's surfing. By the way, that's being held in Tahiti, so can't be too tough of a go out there. But gold there as well. So
here's the problem with that, Jeff. We've been complaining about trumpets, and the executives at NBC listened.
Yeah,
except I don't know if I like this or I want the trumpets back now. I mean, you tell me.
Tatiana Weston Webb for Brazil.
Who is this guy?
Marks for the USA.
Wedding DJ.
Surfing for gold. And under, Caroline Marks gets an exit. USA takes the gold medal with Caroline Marks.
Gold medalist, Caroline Marks.
Nothing like it. I never quite felt this feeling before. I'm just so honored to represent my country and beyond my wildest dreams to accomplish this. So I'm just really grateful.
Okay, I hate that.
Why?
Why do they have to do this?
You're taking,
you're taking the trumpet and you're making surfing music?
You're in the mall. You say to yourself, I want some Vans.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to go to PacSun.
Kick push on your skateboard. you head over to Zumiez.
Where's Tony Hawk Pro Skater?
Most trusted source for useless information.
Who is your source? I need to know your source.
The JNN. Jeff News Network is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
All right, so we got little Hurricane Debbie. That's 2 B's and a Y, okay? Hurricane Debbie.
Oh, she's a big one.
She is. She's bringing the heat. So Debbie, of course, touched down in Florida, causing a lot of flooding. That's a real concern happening there. And then we look on the TV, and there is that Jim Cantore. And when Cantore comes to town, you know that it's a problem, okay? So he's in Charleston, so when you see him there, you get your butt out of town. So we hope that everybody in the flooding isn't too terrible there. And on the same note, talking about Hurricane Debbie, it wound up coming onto a beach in the Florida Keys. The high winds, pouring rain, washed up 25 tightly wrapped packages of cocaine. Worth more than $1 million. So that's about 25 packages, about 70 pounds of cocaine, right onto the beach, and they got it there down in Florida in the Keys.
Well, you know what they say, Jeff? Jim Cantore is like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
When Jim Cantore comes to town, you leave cookies and milk or a hurricane.
Yeah,
it's a coming.
Yeah, that's it. You do that for Cantore. What a freak. What kind of a thing is that? Leave milk and cookies for Cantore?
I've done that before.
Have you really?
Yeah, when I know he's been down like in St. Augustine or something, I always leave milk and cookies.
Do you? All right. Well, you're a troubled boy.
It's time for the... Wait, no, it's not really. I mean, who would?
Can you put the news back on?
The JNN.
This is the news.
The Jeff News Network. A wealth of useful and mostly useless information.
All right, and finally, Rizzo, you've always said this, that if you are holding a sign on Patton Avenue and said, I need drugs and I need this amount by the end of today.
Yep, I need $5 for a bag, yes.
That you would make the donation and
yes,
you would
I
do it. Okay, so then a burglar in L.A., he had, a little bit, his conscience, I guess, was weighing on a little bit. The second time in a week, he robbed this restaurant.
Okay.
So he wound up leaving a note, and he said, sorry, need money for drugs, won't come back. So, robbed him twice, and he said, this is going to be it, but I needed it for the drugs. So he put his apology note on top of the checkout counter. Then he did the break-in. He finished it and he left, and he hasn't been back since.
Look, I am not advocating for robbery. I'm not. But, he's straight up. If those people on Patton or Tunnel, you think about it, if they said, need $5 for liquor, need $10 for drugs, you know what I'd say? Here's a 20. Thank you for being honest.
Well,
you know what and I work hard for my money.
Look, he left a note at a restaurant called Teriyaki Madness.
Oh, wow.
Teriyaki Madness.
If you're going to rob somewhere, Teriyaki Madness is where you need to be.
Well, look, if it's just teriyaki restaurant, forget it. But if you know the madness is there.
Well, there's madness.
And that's it.
That's it.
All right, madness, crime spree, drugs, notes, $20. Thanks, and I'm out the door. So,
all right.
Hey, we got great news. The Rizzo and Jeff Show knows that you pay, and you pay, and you pay. Netflix, Amazon, you name it. And there's a subscription fee for it. So they wanted to remind you that the Rizzo and Jeff Show is, and always will be, free. Anywhere and everywhere, just like 105.9 The Mountain. Tell your friends, we're anti-fees.
105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Jelly Roll is a lot of things. Jelly Roll is a singer. Jelly Roll is a husband. He's a man. He's a charitable man. He likes burgers and fries. What Jelly Roll is not, Jeff, is a wrestler.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll seems to think that he can wrestle. I don't understand it. I do not I don't get it.
This is like the second or third time he's been involved with something with WWE. He was at SummerSlam, and it was a great SummerSlam this past weekend. Everybody was talking about it. But Jelly Roll...
Oh, were they?
Yeah, it was a really good one. And Jelly Roll was a part of it. And I'm going to tell you, he got like really involved. He hit people with chairs. He delivered a choke slam, and then he did the John Cena 5-knuckle shuffle, okay, which somebody texted in and said Jelly Roll's 5-knuckle shuffle is like a celebration ham falling on your face. So it's like a ham falling on your face.
You know, that would be like a ham sam.
Right.
I mean, is he saying full ham? Just a full ham.
Have you ever
We're
had
talking
yourself,
a ham hock?
When you have a celebration ham, you're celebrating something. That's a hefty ham. Yeah.
Well, that brings me to my razzle dazzle, the thing I think that Jeff forgot to talk about in his news.
I should have.
He talked about a lot of things. You talked about Cantore, you talked about the Olympics, but you didn't talk about the Jelly Roll.
It's time to tune it on. Razzle dazzle. Get up on your feet and razzle dazzle. We're gonna razzle dazzle you. Yes, we're gonna razzle dazzle.
All right, so it is time to hear the Jelly Roll. I guess the Jelly Roll.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Right.
The Jelly Donut.
All right, here he is.
That's Austin Theory, and that's Grayson Waller. Then who is that? Hey, what you gonna do, belly swole? What, you trying?
By the way, I want you to pay special attention to the announcer.
Yeah.
At the end of this,
it's Pat McAfee too.
Pat McAfee. I want you to listen to his comment. That's what makes it.
Oh, look out! Jelly Roll's got a chair, and Austin Theory just said, "Somebody save me!" At least we got Jelly Roll here to save the day. Jelly Roll swinging chairs around Cleveland. And Jelly Roll's not done. Butter my biscuits, Michael Cole. That's some real jelly power.
Wait. Hold on.
Butter my biscuits, Michael Cole. That's some real jelly power.
Okay, did he say butter my biscuits?
Michael Cole. That's some real jelly power.
That's some real jelly power.
Yeah.
Okay, how did...
Butter my biscuits, Michael Cole. That's some real jelly power.
How did that not make the Jeff News Network?
I know.
Butter my biscuits?
I know. That's my... See, that's why you're here to pick me up, all right?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not feeling great today. I'm trying to keep my voice from going away, but I will tell you this.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll, okay, got a man. And I want you to think about what you have to do. To have a... How old is it? What's the... I don't watch wrestling as much as you do. Who was that announcer again?
Pat McAfee, who's on TV.
Okay.
He's on ESPN and everything.
Well,
You know,
okay.
Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Here's the thing. What do you have to do to have a grown man say butter my biscuits?
Yeah. Well, that was a good line. You got to give it to him for that.
What do you have to do to have a man say, well, butter my biscuits?
Yeah. You really got to juice him up. You really got to get him going.
I'm trying to think of the last time. Like the last time I heard that was, baby, I want to butter your bread.
No, it's not.
But like
it's not. What do you have to do? Okay. It's how big do you have to be?
Okay, is
that
that what
you
it
have to
is?
tell somebody to butter your biscuits? Okay,
So you think-
when referring to you.
So you think this wasn't, he was so just razzled and dazzled by his performance. You think he saw this Jelly Roll.
Right.
And you think he said butter biscuits because all that could come to mind for Pat McAfee at the time was buttery biscuits?
Yeah. Maybe we're overthinking it. You know what they say about TV. The camera adds 10 pounds, right?
Is that what they said?
Yeah.
I thought the TV said...
Butter my biscuits, Michael Cole. That's some real jelly power.
Well,
I could have sworn that's
it adds 10 pounds, not 150.
No sleep till The Rizzo and Jeff Show. One is older and wiser. The other's life fell to pieces and his fiance is out of glue. Yeah, you get what you get. Here's to hoping we made the right decision. Weekdays, 6 to 10 a.m. on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mount Nashville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. And are you lonely? You looking for love? You need a couple of bucks, maybe $1,000 bucks.
Yes.
Well, we have a solution for you. It's a wedding date. And they're looking for a wedding date for their mother. Okay?
It's a mother-in-law.
Well, excuse me, mother-in-law. My apologies.
Right. The woman is trying to get it for her mother-in-law.
Now, I'm going to read to you the actual date. Hello. I am looking for a wedding date for my mother-in-law from Friday evening to Saturday evening for a wedding in August, right outside of Raleigh. She needs constant attention, constant supervision. She'll probably wear white, try to escalate small dramas and upstage the bride. Your job is simply to distract and de-escalate. Flatter her for 2 days, make her as easy as humanly possible for the love of God, and you got yourself $1,000 bucks.
Wow, that's a nice payday. I could do that.
You, conversationalist, de-escalator, good dancer, experience with narcissists, a plus, able to pretend you happen to be a guest interested in or about sitting/dancing with mother-in-law, even though she's ugly and stinks.
Wow, you got a smelly, ugly mother-in-law. Jesus.
Able to give your undivided attention, ideally 40 to 60. She's 51, slim, attractive, stinks, but she's ugly on the inside, which makes her ugly on the outside. She has her own suit to wear. We will provide for you atop those $1,000. Background information about her and her issues, which she has aplenty. Conversation topics which we think will keep her interested and shut up. Hotel room, your own, of course. Don't be near her. Your own food. Travel expenses. Now, please, send a photo of yourself, a quick blurb indicating your interest level and or qualifications. You will also need to be okay with us running a background check on you for safety's sake. Now, I could be wrong here, but it sounds like to me that if it were up to this lady, she'd take her mother-in-law and take her behind the woodshed and give her the good old yeller. Okay? This sounds like somebody who wants her to old yeller. Now they want to background check you?
I got to tell you.
You can't old yeller somebody.
Listen, this woman seems like a challenge.
She seems like she needs to be smacked with a pilly willy. That's what she needs. A wham bam, thank you, ma'am, pilly willy in the face.
Maybe you share the hotel room and give her the wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Okay?
Oh, you give her your own pilly will.
Maybe that's what she needs in her life a little bit.
Now, wait a minute. What they said was she was a narcissist. She loves to, you have to pretend to be interested in dancing. You have to at least know how to move your hips. 51, slim, attractive, but so ugly on the inside it doesn't count. They're going to give you conversation topics to shut her up. Keep her away from us, please. Obviously, the husband is in on this, so he doesn't think too highly of his mother, but $1,000 to deal. You wouldn't do this.
I would do it. A few days, sure. There's two sides to every story. 2 days? Two sides to every story, okay? I could probably get along with this woman a little bit. You just you guys share. Listen, you're an upstager. Listen, you have an open ear. You just let her talk. That's it. She yaps.
So what you're telling me is you'd go to her hotel room?
I won't tell you. Depends.
Would you feed her some strawberries?
It depends on how open the bar is. Okay, if it's a nice open bar, sure, we're gonna have a conversation. I'll take care of you, Mama.
What if she likes amaretto though? So what are you gonna get some amaretto and orange juice there?
I'll get her going. Hey, amaretto. OJ, Mom, just relax. What's the problem?
Simpson?
Talk to me, all right? Oh. And as soon as it's over, $1,000, I'm out. Splitting.
Never to be seen again?
When you think of Asheville, you think of great food, amazing breweries, great nightlife, something to do for everyone. And Rizzo and Jeff.
This is 105.9 The Mount Asheville's Classic Rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff show, and it is time for things that didn't make the show.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's What Didn't Make the Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
If you listen from 5:30 to 10 o'clock every day, I want to give you a big kiss. Most people can't because they have lives.
Yeah.
Now, we appreciate that. You missed this. We talked about this very, very early, but there's a guy I think you all must meet. He loves his guinea pigs. And, Jeff, when I say he loves his guinea pigs...
Yeah.
He loves guinea pigs.
Oh, he loves all 80 of them, actually. Yes. Freak.
Yeah. Well, here's some audio of him loving his guinea pigs.
I love watching them. I've actually loved watching them while you've been over there. I've sat there watching them, and it's just watching them interact and going off and getting their food and then running back to the house. And when you go into my garage, and if you rustle a bag, they sing like birds. They're like, I've been on the phone to people before, and they're like, have you got birds? Yeah. I'm like, no, I've got guinea pigs.
How many have you got?
I've got 80. I built a garage specifically for them. So it's 16.5 foot squared, and it is insulated, lined in plastic. It's got heating, hot and cold running water. When I bought my house, I wanted somewhere that actually I enjoyed going down to.
So he's got running water.
He does.
He loves those guinea pigs. Those guinea pigs love him. They go to the bathroom on the floor. And that's what keeps him company. Now, my question is, what do you think he looks like?
It doesn't matter what he looks like. What he actually has is human parts in a freezer. And many of them, okay?
I think he's Jeffrey Dahmer.
Many human parts in freezer. Right. Jeez.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's What Didn't Make the Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
Okay. This poor woman worked her whole life to win an Olympic medal. Now, she's a Deutsch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with being a Deutsch. We love the
people.
Deutsch.
They're gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
They're like
people.
models.
Most of them. But let me make sure I get her name right. FAJITA Kalk?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Nah, you surely butchered that miserably, but continue on.
Anyway, so, they were talking to her. And I want you to think, if you had a friend, I want you to think if you had, an ancestor, a significant other, somebody in your life who talked like this. How was it to win that gold?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, it was such a strong race. We were all running so fast, multiple running in the 50, so I knew I had to go out fast. I'd look in front of me, so I wanted to be in front, and I could hear how brave she was behind me, so I was like, okay, this is good, now we keep going. And
okay.
Imagine she's coming over for the holidays, and she just wants to tell you about this gold medal, and how cool is it that you have a family member that has won a gold medal, and you're just looking at her like, shut up. Just stop with the medal, okay? Just stop. Okay, we got it. And you should be elated and happy and ecstatic.
And you just want to throw her gold medal out into the lake.
That's it.
You want to throw it into the middle of the Newfoundland Bay.
Yeah, that's it. Toss it there and then lock the door behind you. Yeah.
How was it finding your medal?
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. I mean,
was it? Well, stay out there.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's What Didn't Make the Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
Is this evil or smart? So there's a woman who went viral. She used to be the manager of an entire Walmart. Now, one of her employees called out. They didn't give a reason, but she decided to call her father's phone, the man's phone, to figure out why he wasn't at work. And this is what happened.
I was a manager at Walmart, and I remember one day one of our employees didn't show up for work. So I got concerned, and I decided to give him a call to see if everything was okay. I discovered it was a child who answered the phone because she whispered, hello. I said, hey, sweetheart, is your father at home? She was still whispering, and she said, yes. I said, can you please hand your father the phone? I need to talk to him. She whispered, and she said, no. So I said, is your mommy at home? She said, yes. I said, can I talk to your mommy, please? Again, she whispered, no. So I asked the child, is there anyone else in your house? She whispered, and she said, yes. was a policeman. I said, can I please speak to the police? The little girl whispered and she said, no, he's busy. I asked the little girl, what is going on over there? She whispered and she said, the search team just got out of the helicopter. So at this point, I'm getting frustrated. I said, what are they searching for? She got silent for a minute and then she started giggling and she whispered, me.
Not bad.
I got to tell you.
It's pretty good. It's pretty elaborate.
That's pretty elaborate for a child, right?
She's a real cranky anchor. I got to tell you, it's pretty... pretty good.
Who are those guys that used to do the prank phone
jerky
call?
Boy.
She's a real jerky boy.
Jerky boy.
All right, she's a real crank. She's a real puppet.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, if I do say so myself, I'm not going to lie. I think that was.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah, shut up.
And one more.
Oh, no, another.
A lemur.
To do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's what didn't make the show on 105.9 The Mountain.
I didn't know you could have a lemur in the Carolinas. However, a woman posted on Facebook in North Carolina, have you seen my lemur? And everyone in town began looking for her pet lemur. Now, again, she lost a lemur. His name, King Julian.
I like that name.
Now, King Julian's back safe.
Okay.
Didn't know you could have a lemur.
Well, that lemur is probably going to be gone soon. But I got to tell you, that's a tough go. I find a lemur. We're playing a game of finders keepers here. I got to tell you. You hit me with a lemur.
What are you, stealing a lemur? You taking a lemur?
Listen. If you were so concerned about your stinking lemur, it wouldn't be out running all over the place.
It was at the Chevron.
Okay.
It was at the Chevron. Just wanted some nuts.
What's it getting? Pork rinds over there? Listen, you having an issue? You lose your lemur? Don't lose it around me, okay?
You're going to steal the lemur?
I'm going to rescue the lemur. That's in my mind, that's what I'm thinking, huh?
Okay, they are windbags, so it's time for another inhaler break. We told you, they were fluffy. More of the Rizzo and Jeff Show is next on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. That was AC/DC. Before we get out of here, Jeff, we like to call our winners, and reward them with these Soaky Mountain 4-packs of tickets. And Derek, Jeff, he called very early this morning, huh?
Yeah, Derek jumped in on the 5 a.m. club game, so I think he's quite deserving.
Absolutely. So let's give our good friend Derek a call. Hey, is this Derek?
It is.
Derek, hey, it's Rizzo and Jeff. How are you, buddy?
What's happening? I'm good. Y'all doing all right?
Yeah, we're doing great, man. We wanted to thank you for calling us at before 6 in the morning, so we wanted to hook you up with a 4-pack of tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park. What do you think about that, Derek?
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Yeah, I listen. So I get up about 3 o'clock every morning, and I start listening as soon as I get in the truck of a morning.
Well, I appreciate that. We love the 5 a.m. club, and we love that you listen, and we hope you're enjoying the show, Derek.
Oh, yeah, it's been great so far. I really like it. I enjoy it. I enjoy calling in and arguing with you.
And we enjoy you arguing with us as well, Derek. Thank you.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Jeff is going to get all of your information, so hang on the phone. Don't go anywhere, okay, buddy?
All right, thank you.
All right, perfect. Hang on. Congratulations to him. And again, all you got to do is participate. Facebook, text us, call us throughout the day from 5:30 to 10 o'clock. That's how you win tickets to Soaky Mountain, Jeff.
That's it, man. Look at that, Derek. 3 a.m. He's part of the 3 a.m. club like us, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think it's me, you, and Derek, the only 3 people. All right, here's a little bit of CCR. And then, again, guys, just a quick reminder. Coming up, we're going to tell you about our lunch break. 828-240-1059. You text the word lunch if you want to be entered for Jeff and I to bring you lunch every single week. We have a new winner. We announced it on Monday with thank you to Moe's Original Barbecue in Woodfin, Jeff.
Yeah, delicious food. And like Rizzo said, if you want some lunch on us, text lunch to 828-240-1059.
We'll be right back. Here's some CCR.